Okay, this is the People versus Margaret Ford, calling case 477672. Count one, unregistered vehicle. Count two, uninsured vehicle. Can you state your name for the record, please, Ms. Ford?
Margaret Ford.
Okay, is it correct, Ms. Ford, that you're going to plead guilty to an amended 0-point offense of improper plates,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
with the understanding that the remaining count will be dismissed, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, can you raise your right hand?
Hold on, I'm sorry. You said the remaining count would be.
You have two counts, so you plead guilty to one amended charge of improper plates, and the remaining count, which will be the unregistered vehicle, will be dismissed.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
You swear that the testimony you're about to provide the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney today, Ms. Harris, about your case in private?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand, Ms. Ford, that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving that right, do you want to continue and plead guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'd like to bring your attention to July 6, 2018, around 3:45 p.m. in the area of Wyoming and Finkel in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2006 Lexus without insurance.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I will accept your guilty plea. I will make the amendment to 0-point offense as we discussed, and I will dismiss the remaining count. And Ms. Ford, what I've been doing lately, due to the pandemic, I have been waiving everyone's fines and costs, so you do not have to pay anything today.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You are welcome. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor. So, am I clear of both charges?
You are clear of both those charges, yes. Now, did you post the
Oh,
bond on the?
no, I don't have any more questions. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so you're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay, Mr. Cameron Jones.
Yes, Your Honor.
Calling case P1020868, the People versus Cameron Jones. Count one, failure to display a valid operator's license. Count two, no insurance. Can you state your name, please?
Cameron Jones.
Okay, Mr. Jones, is it correct you're going to plead guilty to an amended charge of improper plates?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney today about your case in private?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down, Mr. Jones. Did anybody threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty of your free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Guilty today will waive your right to a trial.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
You understand that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
That you're pleading guilty, do you want to continue?
I'm sorry. You're going in and out once again.
That's fine. Knowing that you're waiving that right to a trial, do you wish to continue to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to bring attention to August 28th, 2019, around 6:03 p.m. in the area of Hubble and Trojan in the city of Detroit, were you operating a 2013 Dodge white vehicle without insurance?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I will accept your guilty plea. I will make the amendment to a 0-point offense of improper place and dismiss count one, which is for failure to display a valid operator's license. And Mr. Jones, just as I told the last young lady, today I am going to waive your fines and costs, so you don't have to pay anything to the court, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you post the bond?
Say that again. I'm
Did you
sorry.
post the bond? It's fine.
Yes,
Did you
I
post the
did.
bond? How much?
It was 400 total.
Okay. So I will have the bond applied to your reinstatement fees. that goes to the Secretary of State, and then the balance returned to you in the mail, okay?
Okay.
So you're all set. You have a good day.
You have a good one. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Attorney Baji,
Yes, Your Honor.
let's take care of your client. Mr. Nathaniel Jones, go ahead and unmute your phone.
I scan it to her. She'll be a
There you go.
If you're gonna scan it to her, you gonna, I emailed it to you. Thank you so much. Okay. Wait, Chief, give me a minute to get out the way.
He was on the call. I don't know what, he might have got disconnected.
Probably.
You see him? Oh, no, Nathaniel Jones. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's fine.
I don't see him anymore neither.
But he checked in. That's fine.
That's right. She scanned that. Did she want, these are the copies I scanned. So
Oh, great. Okay, this is case 403-928, the people versus Nathaniel Jones. One kind of violation of the governor's executive order. Parents,
Good morning, Your Honor. Hassan Bezi, 7448, on behalf of Mr. Jones, who was present, but I'll ask to waive his appearance of court.
okay, and I will only allow that because he did check in and he's having technical difficulties. He was here on time. As I stated, days are they set for trial. Is there a motion?
Yes, Your Honor, without prejudice, scheduled now past 9 o'clock and nobody's checked in.
Attorney Baji, I couldn't hear anything you said.
All right, Judge. I'm asking for a dismissal. I do understand it is without prejudice.
Okay, I will dismiss based on the fact that Officer Garl, bag 1021, has not checked in, nor is there a state prosecutor ready to proceed on this matter. As today's the date set for trial, the time is 9:07.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
Jen, I do have one more question.
Sure.
Do you know what officer checked on D'Angelo? Is it Mallory?
It's Mallory.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, not Honeycutt? Just Mallory?
it's only Mallory.
Okay, thank you.
What was the name you said? I didn't, the other one, it was a no because only one officer checked in.
Okay.
Okay, Attorney Harris, do you want to move with someone else until we can, discuss Mr. Jordan's case?
That's perfectly fine with me.
Okay, let's do Janice James. Ms. James, go ahead and unmute your phone. Good morning.
Good morning.
So the offer here is for improper plates with the remaining count to be dismissed.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm going to explain it to you.
Okay.
So Ms. James, just go ahead and accept the invitation to go into that breakout room. On your phone, you should see it pop up. And for everyone waiting on the call, if you have any charges that involve no insurance, no registration, failing to display a valid operator's license, no valid license, things of that nature, and you have valid documentation, please let the attorney know. I can dismiss any counts if you have that valid documentation today. And Tanner is off.
Oh, shoot, okay, let me give her a call, she's having all sorts of Zoom issues.
Okay.
So she's a sheriff, and they apparently disabled their Zoom. That's my reaction.
I'm gonna put the file right here too. It's no offer on it, I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Is there, someone can call in from a phone without Zoom, right?
Are you talking about without video?
Or, sorry, that's, yeah.
Yeah, number, Chapman has a number.
Can I take up the minute? Hold on.
Hello?
I have you checked in, Mr. Jackson. I'm putting you back on mute. We're in the middle of calling cases right now.
Okay, I apologize.
Problem. Kendall Jones.
Yes.
I'm putting you into a breakout room to speak to Attorney Harris about your case. The offer is fair to display, Attorney Harris, with remaining count to be dismissed.
Hey, Your Honor, I did want to make one statement with regards to Ms. James. She does have valid registration and insurance. She was able to put that up on the screen for me to review. I did take this for her, but I just wanted to make that known to the court.
So I can take care of that while you break out room. Does that work?
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Janice James, go ahead and unmute your phone.
Yeah, for 114, and she's not charging anything, so for the
Okay.
All right, I'm getting ready to call you, madam. This is the people
Huh?
versus Janice James, calling KP 1053450. Count 1, driving unregistered and untitled vehicle. Count 2, no insurance. Appearance? Oh, actually, Ms. James, can you state your name for the record?
Janice James.
Okay, it was just brought to my attention that you provided valid documentation to Attorney Harris. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So with that, I will dismiss both counts without prejudice because you have valid documentation. So you are all set, Ms. James.
Thank you.
Welcome. You have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
You'll see who I have today by chance.
Ma'am, can you state your name? 734-858-1705.
Corporal Sherry Tanner.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I have checked in. I will have Attorney Harris speak to Mr. Charles Johnson next to see what's
Okay.
going to happen. I'm going to put you on mute until then, okay? Thanks for letting me know. Okay, Attorney Harris.
Yes, yes,
Took
yes.
care of the last young lady. She's, her case are dismissed. We have one more trial. Corporal Tanner checked in on Mr. Charles Johnson. He's on the second page. It's for OTE. The offer is being written up right now, but I want you to go ahead and, I'll chat you the message, the offer in a second. She's literally writing it up right now.
Okay.
Mr. Charles Johnson, can you unmute your phone?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to put you into a breakout room to speak to Attorney Harris about your case today, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
So I'm sending this, it's almost done, the offer.
I'm not used to having trials yet.
Right, I'm like, Joy, scan this. She's like, no problem. But I need to call her. I was like, we'll get somebody, so somebody's going.
She said she don't have it, she didn't have no people.
You doing okay?
Yeah.
I saw you coming outside. You were good. Can you get a moment? See what, print out the ROA on this. This is so old, I don't. My LASIK, working today. I know what this early circle is.
Yeah, more than 2020.
Right, I'll ask her.
I know how to ask a bunch of times. How long do the officers have, an hour or half hour?
Everybody, I'm doing half hour.
Half hour.
But, I mean, they say they need to check, or they say something.
Right, right. I just couldn't.
Guy who signed me, he's not on your docket for today.
Oh, it's not?
No, I don't, I tried to look him up, but I don't know, I tried to call him back, I don't know what his middle name is, but I don't see it beyond that Jackson.
No, not at all. Attorney Harris, I don't have audio. I can't hear anything in the room. Just so you know. Did you see the offer?
I did. I kind of figured that's what it would be. So we did discuss that already and we are ready.
Okay.
I am going to go off so I can talk to Ms. Rogers.
She just stepped out, but I'm sure you can call her.
Okay, I'm going to try. If not, then I'll pop back on. I'm just going to stop my video and mute.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, just hold tight. Mr. Charles Johnson. She needs to speak to the prosecutor about something.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Charles Johnson, that one is ready. I'm talking to her about D'Angelo Jordan.
Okay, so I think you're on Mr. Johnson's case?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Johnson. Calling case U 576-32120. This is the People versus Charles Jerome Johnson Jr. One count of arbitrary to engage another for the act of prostitution. Today's date set for a trial. Mr. Johnson, please state your full name, please.
Charles Jerome Johnson Jr., man.
Good morning to you. Also, Corporal Tanner, can you put your name on the record, please?
Corporal Sherry Tanner, badge 1471.
Thank you for that. Good morning again. And Mr. Johnson, is it correct that you're going to plead guilty to an amended charge of disorderly conduct today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney today in private about your case and about your rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you understand, Mr. Johnson, that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you wish to continue and plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'd like to bring your attention to June 29th, 2020, around 4:30 p.m. in the area of Evanston and Harrell in the city of Detroit. On that date and time and around that location, did you engage in disorderly conduct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I will accept your guilty plea and make the amendment, as we just discussed, to disorderly conduct from the original charge. And the recommendation from the prosecutor is to do three things. One, which I require of all defendants to do on these type of cases, is to get HIV and STI testing. And to be clear, we don't want the results. We just want to make sure that you are tested. So all we need is proof that you have been tested. Two, it's for the morality class. It's called the misdemeanor morality class. And three would be 8 hours of community service. I've been a little lenient on the community service due to COVID-19 and the inability for some people to find community service during this time. I'm going to still require it, and if you have any issues with that, then we can talk about that on your review date. So I'm going to adopt the recommendation from the prosecution and require you do all three of those things, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what I'm also going to do, I'm going to waive your fines and costs. I'm not going to require you to pay anything today. I just want you to take care of these three things I just mentioned, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
So what, do you have a pen, or can you put this in your phone? There's a number you need to call so that you can set up a time to schedule your morality class and community service.
Yes, I got a pen. I got a pen now.
Okay, so the number is 313
313
965.
965
Yes. 3414.
Okay, do I ask for a certain person, or are they just gonna automatically know?
They'll know, just tell them that you were just, you just pled guilty in Judge Sabree's courtroom, and you need to set up a time for community service and morality class.
Okay.
And they'll know, they'll look you up. It's the probation department. You're not on probation, but they handle community service and the morality class. Okay?
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So before you get up the phone, I'm going to give you a review date of November 30th.
So I just call this number back November 30th?
Same Zoom number, yes. It'll be 8:30 a.m. And if you've done everything, I'm just going to close the matter. It'll take probably about 2 minutes. You can log in, log right back out.
Okay, thank
Any questions?
you. No, ma'am.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you, Corporal Tanner.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. You too, bye-bye.
Okay, Attorney Harris, you ready on something?
Kendall Jones is ready.
Okay, let's do it, Mr. Kendall Jones, go ahead and unmute your phone.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is the People versus Kendall Lamar Jones, calling cases P 981-151, driving while license not valid or proper license, and 299-436, driving while license not valid. Appearance?
Good morning, Your Honor. Cherika Harris, on behalf of Mr. Jones, who is appearing by Zoom. Sir, could you state your name for the record?
Kendall Jones.
Your Honor, it's my understanding after discussion, Mr. Jones is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation.
Okay, Mr. Jones, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney today in private about your case and about your rights?
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial.
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you wish to continue and plead guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Jones, I'd like to bring your attention to March 22nd, 2019, around 5:20 p.m. in the area of Berkshire and Beaconsfield in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2017 Dodge White vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied.
Okay, I will accept your guilty plea and will amend the charge to the 0-point offense of failure to display a valid operator's license, and I will dismiss the remaining count. Is there a stipulation of probable cause?
So stipulated.
Okay, I'm going to waive your fines and costs too, Mr. Jones, so you don't have to pay anything today, okay?
And Your Honor, he did.
Yes, ma'am. I actually posted the bond, Your Honor,
Okay,
on both
so
cases.
I anticipated that I saw a stamp there, so I went ahead and put to apply your bond to your reinstatement fees and have the balance returned to you in the mail.
Okay.
And so if you want to check in 48 hours, you can check your status with the Secretary of State on our website, 36districtcourt.org.
Okay, Your
Do you
Honor.
have any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you all set. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
And if Madam Prosecutor has returned, we are ready on D'Angelo Jordan.
Okay, she's right here.
I can just have one.
She needs 1 moment.
Okay.
So you take care of one in the meantime. Mr. Fowler?
Yeah.
Mr. Fowler, can you say something again? I didn't hear everything.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put you into a breakout room. I'm going to put you in a private room to speak to an attorney about your case, okay?
Okay.
And his offers for a proper place with the 2 remaining counts to be dismissed.
Yes.
So go ahead and accept, press the green button on your screen.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, good. Okay, no. Just let me know the things I want to round up through and find the text.
There.
No, that's all. I got a picture to show you. Oh, yeah? It's not. Some allergies out there. Everything. Not food stuff, but environmental. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. So. It's all your reaction. Then you get it like this. I know. Yeah. Okay, Attorney Harris, you ready on Mr. Fowler?
Ready. But I don't think that he's returned from the breakout room.
I just closed them, I closed the breakout room so you can come out.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. This is the People versus Joseph Lee Fowler, calling case P1047669. Count 1, allowing unlicensed driver to drive. Count 2, driving unregistered and untitled vehicle. And count 3, no insurance. Appearance?
Sherika Harris on behalf of Mr. Fowler. Mr. Fowler, could you please state your name for the record?
Joseph Lee Fowler.
Your Honor, after discussion, it's my understanding that Mr. Fowler is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation.
Okay, Mr. Fowler, can you raise your right hand?
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Harris in private about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I do.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you want to continue and plead guilty?
Yes.
And Mr. Fowler, I'd like to bring your attention to December 11th, 2019, around 5:12 p.m. in the area of Davidson and Conant in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2006 Nissan blue vehicle without registration.
Yes.
Satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay, I will make the amendment to improper plates and dismiss counts 1 and 3. Is there a stipulation of probable cause?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Fowler, just like everyone else, I'm waiving your fines and costs today, so you don't have to pay anything to the court, okay? Yes.
Okay.
So Attorney Harris, I put on the file if he had a bond.
Hello?
Mr. Fowler, did you hear me? Did you hear the last part?
No, I didn't.
So I'm waiving your fines and costs, so you're at a zero balance, and if you had a bond, I'm applying that to your reinstatement fees, and the balance will be returned to you in the mail, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
Do I have reinstate, my license will be reinstated?
So I'm not sure, I don't have your driving record, but did you post a bond?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that money will go towards reinstatement fees. So once that's triggered, wait about 48 hours, then check your status with your license. I don't know if you have any other tickets in other jurisdictions, but check on our website, 36districtcourt.org, and you can see if you have any other fines and costs that you need to pay. But we'll take care of the reinstatement fees from your bond and have any balance returned to you in the mail.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, now back to Mr. Jordan.
Sorry. That's Officer Page.
Uh-huh.
That's my data master officer.
Ah. Okay. Good morning, officer.
So we're noting that this officer just checked in at well after 9:30.
9:37.
Yeah. But here, nonetheless. So it's gonna be a different conversation, we're saying?
I believe it might be a different conversation.
Okay.
It will be. I also still need a copy of the file, please, and thank you.
Let me forward that to you. She's scanned it. It's just said she scanned it. Oh, you know what? It did. It just didn't come up. I can see it. This one will wrinkled up file. Okay, Attorney Harris, I just sent you your file. Oh, he called. Oh, I figured it out here. Okay, Attorney Harris, do you want time to review the file, or do you want to take care of a couple other matters?
We can take care of a couple other matters. I can do both.
Okay, let's take care of Takesha Johnson. Okay, this is People versus Takesha. What, actually, you didn't speak to Ms. Johnson yet, did you?
No.
Okay, Ms. Johnson, I'm going to put you into a breakout room to speak to Attorney Harris about your case. The offer is for failure to display with the rest to be dismissed. Okay, I got it.
Your Honor, Ms. Johnson is ready, but I guess it's better for you to bring her back because we need both parts.
Okay, I'm close to breakout room. This is People versus Takesha Johnson. Calling case is P927252, driving while license not valid or improper license. P976335, failure to display a valid operator's license, and 376418, unregistered motor vehicle appearance.
Sharika Harris on behalf of Ms. Johnson. Ms. Johnson, please state your name for the record.
Takesha Shanae Johnson.
Your Honor, after discussion, it's my understanding that Ms. Johnson is waiving her right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation.
Okay. One moment. Okay, Ms. Johnson, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, no truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, did you have an opportunity to speak to an attorney in private today about your case?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
And knowing that you're waiving your right to a trial, do you wish to continue and plead guilty?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to bring your attention to September 7th, 2018, around 3:06 p.m. in the area of Evergreen and Capitol in the city of Detroit. We're operating a 2007 Pontiac Silver vehicle without a valid license.
Yes.
Satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Johnson, we will dismiss the remaining counts. Is there stipulation of probable cause for those counts?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Okay, and I will make the amendment to failure to display on the counts that she just pled guilty to. Ms. Johnson, I'm going to waive your finding the cost today due to the pandemic. Did you post the bond?
Yes, ma'am.
How much?
I believe it was $720.
Okay, I'm going to apply your bond to your reinstatement fees and have the balance returned to you in the mail, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any questions?
I wanted to know if it's any way that I could get the rest of my tickets rolled into one and set up payment arrangements.
How many, do you have any idea how many other tickets you have?
I know they said it's 2306 or 2304 that I owe.
So those must be all civil infractions. Ms. Johnson,
Yes.
I would take it today, but I think we're gonna have a trial in a minute. I'm not sure. Do this. I'll do this for you. Can you call back in tomorrow at 8:30?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll pull all of your cases, and we'll talk about the offer. The prosecutor will be to make an offer so there won't be such a high balance. She'll probably offer you to plead responsible to some and then dismiss the other one. So your balance will probably go down. It'll be about half. So I can do that.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for asking, because I never know. I only get what's in front of me. So call in at 8:30 tomorrow, and then for some reason, if I don't remember, because we got a lot of stuff going on, just remind me, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Log in with the same number?
Same number, yep.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Attorney Harris, are we doing another person or handling Mr. Jordan?
I believe we can do another person. I just tried to contact Ms. Rogers. I just have a few questions for her before we proceed. I apologize.
It's fine. I was just trying to get some people out of here. Tyrone Fuller, go ahead and unmute your phone, sir. There we go. Okay, Mr. Fuller, I'm gonna put you into a breakout room or a private room to talk to, Ms. Harris about your case, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and accept the invitation. It should be on your screen, the little green button.
Green button.
I know what I'll do. I'm gonna close it and then I will recreate it so that you can go on. Okay, do you see it now, Mr. Fuller?
Not, it say join or not, oh,
Yep, go ahead and join.
tap to join the slide breakout. Oh,
Correct.
green button.
Green button. Press it.
It went back out, so.
Yeah, press it when it pops up now, okay?
Okay.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to figure out. This is my handwriting. Tell me if I'm wrong.
We're having a similar day.
No.
I don't know why I would put that on. That's the first day we came back, so Monday, June 15th.
I don't hear it all.
No, right? But it says scheduled for substance
Something
abuse,
gives me.
and you do that after you plead guilty, right?
Yeah.
So it's something not right about that. We asked Mr. Jordan, can you unmute your phone, please?
Yes.
Mr. Jordan, you didn't plead guilty to this case already, did you?
I think on the pretrial, you asked me on the pretrial, but the last court date, I pled not guilty.
You pled not guilty?
Yeah.
What does it say in here?
Yeah, you read the replay. What happened was he had a pre-trial, and then the weekend again, but it was removed to 6/15. He never cleared. Yeah, he never did.
Okay, I don't know why we have such a detailed record of pleading guilty. I thought I was, huh?
You want me to change? You want it to be changed?
I wish you could already.
just want you to sign them. Don't show who you want to do those for the one person line, you put those on there.
You said
For the people that are not showing, you see, you do your personal lines for those. So she counts them up for you. Okay.
$0.
Okay. Okay.
Attorney Harris, are you done with Mr. Fuller?
Yes, Your Honor, I am. He was able to provide insurance and registration. He was able to hold those up to show those to me.
Wonderful.
I did just have that same discussion with Madam Prosecutor, who I believe may be speaking with her officers regarding Mr. Jordan.
Okay. So there's Mr. Fuller. Let's get him out of here. Mr. Fuller?
Yes.
Okay, I'm getting ready to call your matter.
Okay.
The People versus Tyrone Fuller, calling case P1052717. The appearance is already on the record. Mr. Fuller, can you state your full name, please?
Tyrone Fuller.
Okay, Mr. Fuller, it's been brought to my attention that the attorney did receive valid documentation for both counts, so I will dismiss without prejudice both counts, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too.
I can tell you he's
I have quite the poker face, so you can't tell. Can I talk to the officer that checked in Mallow?
Malloy?
Mallow.
Officer Malloy?
And Officer Page did let me know she may need to leave soon to go to an exam in front of Judge Giles.
Officer Malloy, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
There we go. Good morning. Thank you for waiting.
No problem.
Ms. Rogers wants to speak to you. You want me to text, chat him your number?
Oh, that'd be perfect, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to send in the private chat her cell phone number so that you can call her offline because she doesn't have Zoom right now.
Perfect.
I'll put everything up. Okay, Officer Malloy, did you get that chat message from me just now?
Yes.
So I'm going to put you on mute so that you can talk to her about the case.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Terrell Jackson.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. This is for one count of uninsured motor vehicle and is amended to improper plates.
Yes.
It'll make more sense, Mr. Jackson, when Ms. Harris talks to you about that in private, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and accept the invitation. Go into the breakout. So Atkins and Jackson just hung up.
Your Honor, Mr. Jackson is going to enter a plea. May I please be placed into a breakout room very briefly with, well, actually, I'll do Mr. Floyd first.
Okay. Or Mr. Jackson first? Wait, who you want to go into the breakout room with? Mr. Floyd?
Mr. Floyd, I just spoke with Mr. Jackson. He's going to enter a plea.
Okay.
I just need to speak with Mr. Floyd.
Okay. So Mr. Floyd has 2 counts. They're separate on the docket. One is for review. I'm going to close that out as he pretty much paid everything. He's left with the OWI. Mr. Floyd, go ahead and mute your phone.
Okay.
So 2006, so just gonna put you on the breakout room. I got another one for you. 2006.
Oh, that is not mine. The city got him in 2007.
Oh.
Yes, we did not have authority yet. Because that's why the yellow jackets were big before that meant big.
Your Honor,
Yes.
may I please have the date of the offense on Mr. Floyd's file?
Yes. And just so you know, I just learned this. Ms. Rogers brought it to my attention. So on this case, it was issued by the state prosecutor. So the city prosecutor doesn't handle drunk driving before 2007. December 11, 2006.
Okay, thank you.
You want to go back into the breakout room?
Not with Mr. Floyd, but if I could go into a breakout room with Mr. Jordan, that would be great.
I'll take care of Mr. Jackson's case now.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jordan, I'm putting you back into the breakout room.
Okay.
Mr. Floyd, hold tight, and Mr. Jackson, go ahead and unmute your phone. Okay, this is the people versus Kirill Jackson, calling case 388-950, 1 count of uninsured motor vehicle. Can you state your name for the record, sir?
Kirill Jackson.
And Mr. Jackson, is it correct that you're gonna plead guilty to one amended charge of improper place today?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Harris in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yes.
Put your hand down, Mr. Jackson. Do you understand pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you want to continue and plead guilty?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to bring your attention to June 6, 2017, around 8:30 p.m. in the area of Mendota and Violet Lawn in the city of Detroit, where you're operating a 2008 Ford gray vehicle without insurance.
Yes.
Okay, I will accept your guilty plea and amend the charge to improper plate as we discussed. I am also going to waive my cost today, so you're at a zero balance to the court. Did you post a bond on this matter, Mr. Jackson?
Yes.
Much.
I'm not sure. I think like $200, maybe.
So I will have part of that applied to your reinstatement fee for this case. That's $45, and the balance will be returned to you in the mail. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
All right, you have a good day.
You too.
Okay. What's next, Attorney Harris? Where are we going?
We can possibly do Mr. Jordan because I know we do have 2 officers.
Okay. Okay. This is people versus D'Angelo Jordan, calling case Z806679, operating with a high VAC. Today's the day set for a trial. Appearances?
Good morning, Your Honor. Charitha Harris on behalf of Mr. Jordan. Mr. Jordan, please state your name for the record.
D'Angelo Jordan.
Your Honor, we have talked regarding this matter. We've discussed it. And it's my understanding Mr. Jordan is waiving his right to trial and entering a plea pursuant to the recommendation.
Okay, and to the officers on this case, can you all please put your names on the record?
Officer Malloy, badge 2641 with the City Detroit Police Department.
Thank you. And Mr. Page, can you go ahead and put your name on the record, please?
Detention Facility Officer Sue Pay, badge 000.
Still can't hear, I'm sorry, Officer. I heard it, but I don't think the court reporter got it. So can you say it one more time?
Detention Facility Officer Sue Pay, badge number 000.
Okay, we got it. Thank you, and good morning. Okay, and is it correct, Mr. Jordan's going to plead to an amended charge of operating while visibly impaired? No, operating while
Intoxicated.
while intoxicated, excuse me, operating while intoxicated. I just tried. Is that correct, Attorney Harris?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mrs. Jordan, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity to speak to Attorney Harris in private today about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you any exchange for your plea?
No.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you're actually guilty?
Yeah.
You understand, Mr. Jordan, that pleading guilty today will waive your right to a trial?
Yes.
Knowing that you're waiving that right, do you want to continue and plead guilty?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to bring your attention to March 11, 2020, around 3:54 p.m. in the area of East Davidson and 6 Mile in the city of Detroit. Were you operating a black 4-door vehicle?
Yes.
What type of vehicle?
Toyota Camry.
And were you operating that vehicle while intoxicated?
Yes, but I do have a question.
We're in the middle of a guilty plea.
Sorry.
Do you want to speak to your attorney before you move forward?
Yes, please.
Go ahead and accept the invite. Go ahead in there. Yeah, I'll call Judge Sabree. As soon as we get done with that. Perfect. And that's next Wednesday?
Yes, on the 7th.
Okay. Did you see this, this motion? 25 pages?
Oh, yeah, I got that.
Okay. For, disorderly conduct?
Yes.
That's super.
It was pursuant to the court rules, I got it yesterday, 7 days, but I'm gonna file an adjournment, I can't respond. There's very serious allegations in there that will take, they're saying it's unconstitutional.
Oh, that you meant allegations.
Sorry.
I'm like, what could that be? 24, 25.
Oh, that's over the maximum amount then.
Wasn't it 25, right? He numbered it to 24, and then the ACLU lawsuit, he might not have been attached to that. Just some motion for disposition in there.
I got it very late yesterday, sorry, but it's from John Royal, right?
Oh, this might be attached to the exhibit. John Royal.
Yeah, I know it's noticed next week.
Oh, I'll take this one. Judge Sabree. Mr. Jackson, what happened to you? Okay, well, today's your court date. You want to call back in? Okay. I should have charged your phone. You were at court this morning, Mr. Jackson. As long as you know that. You want to call in tomorrow, midnight to 8:30? You got it together? Yeah, you're talking to this. 8:13. Charge your phone. Okay. You want to play? Okay, Mr. Jackson. I'm not putting the papers.
Okay, we'll put one, okay.
I'll put them on for tomorrow. He stays phone dying. You can't charge. His phone is ready. Mr. Floyd, while we're waiting,
Yes, ma'am.
for your case, without telling me any legal advice that Ms. Harris gave you, are you going to set a trial date or try to resolve it today?
We're just gonna try to resolve it today.
Okay. Well, that's not possible, actually, because you would have to plead as charged because there's no state prosecutor here. We haven't had a state prosecutor in a while, and this is a state count. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna set it for a trial date. And on their trial date, if there's no officer that appears, this is from 2006, I don't know if the officer is still on the force, I have no idea. Or if the prosecutor doesn't appear, then your attorney can make a motion to dismiss.
Okay.
I don't want you just sitting on the call and just waiting, because I don't know what's going on with the other matter. But all I can do is set it for a trial date at this point.
Okay.
You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you want to go ahead and set this trial date, or do you want to wait for Ms. Harris to talk to you about that?
We can set the trial date because she spoke on both sides of it a little bit. to me already.
And when she came out the breakout room, that's when I notified her this was a state case, and that changes everything.
Okay.
So, did she talk to you about a bench trial and a jury trial at all?
No, but I pretty much know what that is.
Okay. Let me call your matter and get you out of here, okay?
Okay.
Calling case 532-252, the people versus Antoine Floyd, one count of operating while intoxicated, and also 144053731, no operator's license on person. Mr. Floyd, can you state your name, please?
Antoine Floyd.
Okay, Mr. Floyd, for the no operators on licensed person case, you pled guilty to that back in January. You paid the majority of the balance, so I'm just gonna go ahead and close it out and zero out your balance, okay?
I appreciate that.
You are welcome for that. You did try, and when people try and put some effort in, I give them the benefit of the doubt, so you did try.
Yeah, because when I went downstairs after I left, I was under the assumption that all I had left was some reinstatement fees.
Right, and I think that is the case. It's only, well, I don't know, but it's been closed out. It's a zero balance now. And for the remaining, the operating while intoxicated case, as I discussed to you briefly off the record, because the case is from 2006, the city prosecutor did not have jurisdiction over that case. It was a state prosecutor at the time. So we haven't had much presence from state prosecutors, and there's no offer on the file. And I would, of course, not want you to plead guilty as charged without having the opportunity to speak to or have an offer from the prosecutor if there was one available. So your options on your trial date, you'll have an attorney present to speak to you like today. If the officer does not appear, and the officer doesn't appear, I will probably dismiss the case with a motion from your attorney. If the officer does appear and there's no prosecutor, I have to dismiss the case. If the prosecutor somehow shows up, they'll write up an offer, and then you can weigh your options or go to trial, okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, and I have to ask you a couple more questions.
No problem.
Do you want a bench trial or a jury trial? And do you know the difference between the two?
Yeah, the bench trial is where it's just you, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would like.
Okay, you know you have a right to a jury trial, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you're waiving that right today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I will continue your not guilty plea and set your trial date for, I'm going to do it before Thanksgiving to get this resolved. It's going to be a long day. It'll be November 24th, okay?
November 24th?
That's at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, got it.
All right, do you have any questions?
No, that's it.
Okay, so I will see you on the 24th at 8:30 a.m.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you for your patience, you too. Here's another case too. Oh, and that, you printed that out? That's the ROA for the drug trafficking.
Oh, okay.
Officer Page, you have to be in Judge Giles' courtroom.
I'm up here already. I'm sitting in the wait.
Okay. I don't like officers having to wait and just sit and do nothing. I know you have a million things to do. This is Judge Sabree. How you doing? Jordan, did Ms. Harris say that she was handling something else before she came out of the breakout room?
Yeah, she was prosecutor.
On the phone with the prosecutor?
Did I do something wrong?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if I was supposed to leave the breakout room or not, but my screen went black, so I figured I should leave too.
That's fine. If I have to put you back in, I will.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna put you on mute.
All right.
Yeah, we gotta do it. Oh, well, I don't know. You know what the guilty plea is literally the middle. Yes. Ms. Rogers? Okay. Who's going first?
Sorry. Your Honor, at this time, defense is respectfully requesting an adjournment, and we would like to withdraw any portion of the plea that may have been taken. I don't think we got to the most important part of the plea, and we're respectfully requesting that the court will issue an order that both Officer Malloy and his partner, Officer Honeycutt, who was present at the scene, would be present for any future trial date that the court might give.
Okay, what's the request for the adjournment for?
There's additional information with regards to discovery that needs to take place, which is why we're requesting that Officer Honeycutt be present.
Okay, anything from the people?
Yes. Sydney Rogers for the people, P8072. I have not received any discovery requests on this matter. Discovery is not automatic in misdemeanor cases. You need to request it. I would stipulate to an adjournment though, because from what I understand, there is a factual dispute, and Officer Honeycutt, which was present on the scene but is not present today, potentially could resolve that dispute. So I just need a 2-week adjournment, but whatever, to properly subpoena the officers, but whatever date works best for the defendant.
Okay. Attorney Harris, did you speak to Mr. Jordan about possibly retaining counsel at all yet?
I have not had that discussion, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Jordan, based off of what happened today and the nature of your charges, I don't want this to happen again on your next trial date. You're gonna have a different attorney. House counsel is gonna be different. They're not gonna be well-versed as to what's going on and to why there's been an adjournment. And I don't wanna do this all over again and have the officers check in and not have a trial because the attorney is requesting something else and will have a different trial strategy. So, I can't require you to obtain counsel unless you can afford it. So what I'm gonna have you do is fill out a form to see whether or not you can have appointed counsel from the court, and then you can talk to that attorney prior to your next trial date, that you can be prepared for today so that we won't have this delay next time. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're unqualified to have a free attorney, you need to obtain counsel for this case so that you can be fully represented and so that the discovery can be sent to someone in the meantime so it won't be reviewed on the day of the trial. Okay? So
Okay.
you don't hang up because I have to send over a form to you. You have to send it back to me. So based off of the people and the defense, I will make just one exception to adjourn the matter for the simple fact that there's another officer that needs to be present for this dispute in fact. Officer Page and Officer Malloy, of course, thank you for your patience and your time. I don't like wasting officer's time, but apparently there's an issue here that needs to be resolved. I would like to consider everyone's schedule, and I do want to get this done before the new year. We're looking at the third week in November right now for trials. Lighter days are on Tuesdays, so I'm thinking November 17th. Is that enough time for discovery to be provided?
Yes, that is. Just so defense and counsel is aware, I do not believe there will be body cam or dash cam, as DPD only keeps videos for 90 days, and this incident happened in March, and it is now almost October. Officers, does November 17th work for the two of you?
That works for me.
Thank you, officers.
Okay, so, let's schedule it for 8:30. Officer Page and Officer Malloy, if you have other places to be, you can just call in, check in real quick, let me know, you can go handle your other stuff. As long as you check in, I will be patient with you and make sure that, we handle that day after you take care of your other matters. Mr. George, stay on the line. I have some questions for you about obtaining counsel. And other than that, I think this matter will be adjourned to November 17th at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you, John.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Officer.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.